Alright, back again. I didn't want to let that video go to 15 minutes because the one before was only like 5 minutes, but my son came and got me, needed help with something. And I would have did it 5 minute or 10 minute, put them together, did the last part 15 minutes, but that didn't work out. So I'll probably have a 5 minute part, then this 15, the last one, and hopefully I can stop this one around 15 minutes. But where I left off, we're at the 60 ceramic, finishing up with the rough grinding of the flat grind here. Now it's going a little slower, but I have a much more control over what I'm doing. Let me show it here. This here, where it reflects different, is as flat as could be. It just, as I'm tilting it on the grinder, the scratches are going a different angle, so they're reflecting the light at a different angle. But trust me, it's definitely flat as could be there. Because even while I'm tilting it, if I'm pushing my pressure here, that plate's flat. Okay, if I'm pushing my pressure in one spot here, that can pivot on my thumb. Plate's back here. It's not going to pivot anywhere. Well, however the plate is, my pressure is putting it flat to the plate. So when I put my pressure here, it stays flat to that. And as I move it back and forth, it stays flat with it. So it's just the scratches there that make the light reflect different. The blade itself is dead on flat. Where it's wherever it's continuous there, the ground. Continuous grind in the flat area. A little closer here, just a little bit on there of the spine, a little bit there. not much talking right here, but I can't really think of much to blabber about, so you're just gonna have to deal with it and watch this process the whole way through if you're interested in it. If not, you're probably not even watching this part of the video by now anyway. So I guess it really doesn't matter to the people who aren't watching it. People who are and are interested, I just kind of wanted to show this in action and show something, how this whole process goes. I mean, minus the interruptions and all the little pieces, this should be a lot, other than showing some of the real minor things, this should be a lot like the professional DVDs you buy in the back of knife magazines. It'll show a guy here explaining crap and grinding it. For anybody who never spent the money or is looking to spend the money, I can't down it. If you really want to, no, you learn little things from each guy, even if you know most of the stuff. Any different guy that's, you know, some kind of ABS master bladesmith, and he got an instructional DVD out. It's definitely worth every penny. He's going to show you all his tricks and tips and see a little bit about his knife design and all the little things that go into the different ways he puts his handles and stuff together, and tips when he grinds. But, it'll be similar to this. Some play a little bit of, they'll talk a little bit with the grinder off, and then they'll play a little music while they're doing the stuff I'm doing right now. Production qualities, they vary big time between the different DVDs, but production quality does vary. But the few I have, definitely, I have a couple, and they'll have good info, whether production quality looks like a public access station camera crew did it or not. I mean, it's just me with a digital camera and my grinder bullshitting. They might looks a lot similar to this, just it might have music playing or some crap, or they got a script kind of pre-thought out a little bit. This isn't a DVD you bought, and this is UberLapis, and this is just me doing what I do and speaking my mind and chatting with a camera. So that's what you get here, and it's free. So don't like it, don't watch it. You like it and you watch it, then glad to have you aboard, and I hope you appreciate it. If I could teach anything, I'd like to hear comments and stuff. I might get into other parts later. I just kind of felt like grinding this blade today and getting a lot of it on camera. And I was thinking of just chopping it up to just the main steps, and for some reason I just see this is getting down to about nothing here. I don't know, I should stop grinding this knife right now and put my radiuses on the platen, because I'm not happy with how sharp that curves around there. That's something that I need to modify this machine to do. I was saying that earlier, probably like after something, not the first part or two, but after a few parts I was talking about it, about modifying the radiuses on the platen. I probably should have already done that before I got a knife for this. Because this video here, I'm taking this knife a little past where I did my update video where I have the wood. Here's that knife, the first one I ground on here. You can see I still have just a thin hair line in the back there, and on this side, a bit of a radius. The one you're watching me do here, I put on the 60 grit. Took it past that and have it down to barely anything there. Tells me also, if I have this down to barely anything, I might want to move up a grit really soon, but I think I'm going to stop the video and modify my machine here before I go further on with this project, because I want that radius back in there. It looks nicer and it makes the blade stronger. Excuse me. So I guess I can turn that off. Should have turned it off a minute ago while I was talking, but I want my radius to look at least close to that, close to this, or a little bigger, swooping out a little bigger. And So that's why I stopped this knife where it's at. If I'm gonna first just rough grinding my first knife. Excuse me. I woke up with a cold yesterday. It's probably a bad time to shoot this video, but I wanted to shoot a video and get it up there, and I had a couple people I was talking to on Skype ask about it. So I'm shooting it. But that's why I stopped this knife even further where I went than here, because I was planning on modifying the platen here, putting I'm gonna grind some radiuses on the edges here, so I can roll the belt over it, and the belt will bend and curve and give me a nice radius in there with whatever I get in and grind there. So I'm gonna stop this knife making video here now. I'm gonna adjust that and then continue on with making it. And I guess that's about it for now. You'll see me in the next part.